In this video, I am going to try to put together my first tunnel project on the outdoor layout. I'm trying to make an estimate if I want to start it here in this area where it leaves Glendale Station and then continues on to Los Angeles. There are lots of fruit trees in this area and overgrown vegetation. This is my biggest battle every year. I'm going to take you around to a different angle where you can see it a little better. Okay, here's a side view as I go between my plum tree, a hedge, and another plum tree, and another hedge. So this material is made out of resin. This was 3D printed from a guy on eBay. I can't think of his page at the moment, but I ordered 4 pieces, and then I personally added these screws and clips to make it as long as possible. It does fit 2 trains at one time, and I think it's going to turn out great. I think I want to go ahead and add spray foam on top of it and then give it texture, carve it out, and make it look like a mountain. Now from this angle, I am now facing from Los Angeles, looking towards the tunnel. This tunnel is about 5 feet long, and if you look closely you can see a couple of screws. How I attached the facade of the tunnel with a dual tunnel portal. This was actually easier than I thought as far as adding it on there. So I'm actually going to camouflage that later with a little bit of paint and some dull paint so that it's not really seen too much. This is a view from the top looking down at it. This is all the before. Again, I am going to try and put styrofoam on top, spray foam, and give it some texture, paint it up, and see how this turns out. I may buy a little bit more because I do like the way this came out, so that this tunnel can complete this entire section going beyond all of my plums on this tree, and to come out towards the end of this hedge that shows on this side. Right here. So just before it comes to these signals, I think I wanted to end there, so I may have to buy about 4 more. They weren't too expensive. It was about I believe it was about $15 each for each piece. So instead of it being 5 feet, I think I may make it 10 feet. But again, that's just an option, a possible option. Okay, so here is a better view of it. Not sitting on the layout, but here on the floor, so you can see what I did. So, as I mentioned before, I bought a dual portal tunnel, and then I added a screw here and a screw there. Very easy to drill through, okay? And then just as it has a little bit of black weathering going on here, I'm just going to do that same thing here to cover these screws as much as possible. And like I said before, it's about 5 feet each piece. Each piece is about 15 inches long. So 4 of those does equal about 60 inches. I did buy these pieces here at Home Depot. Screwed them in. I'm gonna turn it upside down so you can see what I did. And then made some small drills to it, drill holes to it, and put it in that way. I could have added closing screws on the side, but if you make your leader holes small enough, that won't actually be necessary. And then you don't have to worry about interference on the inside of the tunnel when the trains are going through. I'm possibly also going to spray paint the inside of this black, or I may add a little texture interior, just a little bit for the interior. to show more of a rock molding as it's going through the tunnels. And then of course, wow, looks like I just broke that. But that's okay. Everything is fixable in a model hobby, in the model railroad. Everything is fixable. Okay. Go ahead, like I said before, let's spray paint that black and make it as dark as possible. I'm gonna make a final decision towards the end if I want it to be removable or not. I have not tested to see if this material is actually outdoor possible. I think it is, but I haven't tried it yet. I'd rather get another one, maybe from one of these trading shows, put it outside for about 90 days or so and see how it does in the weather, and then go from there. I don't expect to rush through this project at all because I want to do it right the first time around. So just wanted to show you this, the newest thing that's coming soon to this layout. Thank you for viewing, and as always, please subscribe to my page so you can see what's happening on this outdoor HO scale layout. And thank you to all my current subscribers. I hope this is another video that makes you happy.